Welcome to the He Said, She Said podcast, baby. Whoa! Get ready!
We're at a reunion, like we just had a reality show, and it's like, oh,
yeah, right? Yeah. That's right. So listen, get ready. It's gonna be a crazy, crazy podcast. We have a bunch of families from TikTok. We're gonna have a part 1 and a part 2. Part 1 will be on the He Said, She Said on the SWAGmodovars YouTube. And the second part will be the Mom Said, Dad Said with the Kelley family. So make sure you guys shoot on over there so you can watch the second podcast. And without further ado, first couple that we got here, the Brown Brewers, baby. Let's go. Yeah.
She's not pregnant, guys. Come on. She's not pregnant.
But you're trying.
Not yet.
We're trying. We're trying.
So that was a big news.
Nobody believes us. We're actually trying this time.
You're actually trying this, and that's awesome, man. So how she convinced you, bro? Like, because I know it was for a long time. You've been wanting a baby for a long time, right?
No, not really, no.
She finally
It was
said-
all for show.
Or was it? It was for
Yeah.
the views in the comments?
It was.
Yeah.
I'll admit it was. It was.
Yeah, but this is not. This is for real.
This is for real. Congratulations. Congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah.
Love it.
God, best of luck, sir.
Hey, get ready. Hey, you better get ready. All I'm gonna say, get ready, boy.
Although after this weekend, I am
Yeah,
started.
She's reconsidering.
Yeah, I'm reconsidering.
For real? After all the kids and the chaos.
Can I say this is probably the last time we might see them? Because I don't know.
We're peacing
Right?
out.
I never want to come around our kids again.
Well, I gotta say, being in this cabin, it's crazy with so many people because sexy time is just not allowed around here. You
guess
guys
not.
are all taking it away from us.
I
We got
mean-
interrupted.
Yes,
Oh, you actually
we
tried.
were trying. We were. And all of a sudden I hear, G-Man!
Yes.
G-Man! Where's G-Man? I'm like, after all this time.
Yes.
Now you're calling my name?
Yes.
And we was
Yes.
like almost about to finish. And you know when you're like right there.
Yes. Well, this is about to become the Maury Povich show. So I got fucking Cat knocking on the door. G-Man, open the door. I got Maggie texting me, what you want from the coffee store? I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
He's over here in the middle of his strokes.
But like, hold on, I gotta text him. Hold on, I gotta text him real
I'm
quick.
like, who the fuck are you texting? Who the fuck are you texting?
We go in air. But it's all right. It's all right.
Hey, keep it rated G. This is a mom and dad podcast over here.
No, that's on part 2. We keep it ready. He said, she said.
Making babies, though. It's very PG.
That's right. Well, we also got Lewis and Kelley. What up? And I know you guys doing a lot. You guys got, the whole car show. Tell us a little bit about that.
Oh yeah, tell them about it.
Yeah, so we decided to start building a car. Well, I did. And he just kind of films it now that he's retired and he can be there. So I'm basically cutting up my Julia and building it to be even faster than it was.
You know, the funny thing is that building cars, so we met in the automotive community.
Yeah.
That's how we met.
Oh, no way.
Yes.
Yeah.
So building cars, motorcycles, it's something that we always did off camera on a time off. And we just enjoy that.
Yeah.
You know, it's crazy because even our work meetings, right? Because we have work meetings.
Yeah.
It's always in a car. We'll go for a drive.
Yeah.
That's how we hold our work meetings, take an hour and a half drive. We just talk. And by the time we get back to the house, we have everything planned out.
Well, I like that. Take notes. Take me for a ride. Take me for a ride.
Trying to have a work meeting in a house when you have a 4-year-old and a 2-year-old running around, it's kind of
It
different.
kind of ruined it for the people that are trying to
What got you guys into like building a vehicle and all that? Have you guys you met in the automotive?
So we love doing it. And I think it was more a way, not an excuse, but a way to finance our
Yeah,
hobby.
it was a way to finance our hobbies.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
That's pretty dope. Well, you have a YouTube channel.
Yeah, so it's not like published yet, but we have one that we're creating that we're gonna be posting like the long form videos of me like really going into detail of like what I'm doing and stuff like that. And then we're posting like little short clips on TikTok and like on Facebook and Instagram kind of as like teasers to bring people over to that.
Well, everyone get excited about it because maybe by the time this podcast gets released, the first episode of Kells on Wheels
Might be out, yeah.
might be out.
Kills?
I like the name.
What's the name?
Kells on Wheels.
Kills on Wheels. That shit's on fire.
Hey, I like that because it has a little ring to the Kelley
You know what I'm
family.
saying? You know what I'm saying?
Bars.
Hey, now let me ask you this: do you do your own? Like, if you're stuck, you get a flat tire, you change your own tires, you change your own batteries.
I can. I make him do it, but I can't.
Well, you can. Damn. Teach her something. Because she don't even pump the gas. She don't even put gas in the car.
No,
I
you
gotta do
should,
it.
yes.
So this is how it works. I am mainly into motorcycles. She's into cars.
Yeah.
So maybe as the channel goes by, we might introduce some motorcycle builds.
Yeah.
And I might be a little more involved in those because that's my thing.
Lewis on 2 wheels?
Yeah, there you go. It's a little, hey, it has a ring. It has a ring. Little ring to
No,
it.
we'll put it on a little post-it note right
Yeah, right there. We'll think about it. We'll gotta put that up.
You know, Luis on Wheels, that sounds pretty good. You know, I think the goal is eventually, if everything works out, I want to have a build-off.
Yeah, that's the plan. So the plan is once we build out my channel enough that people realize that it's not him behind the screen telling me what to do and that I actually can stand on my own 2 feet building a car, we're gonna buy the same vehicles and then we're gonna
Set up a budget.
We're gonna set up a budget and then we're gonna have a build off and see who can build the faster and better car. So to see his build, you have to watch his
We
channel.
should take it to the track.
That's what we're gonna do after we build it, yeah.
That's
gonna
that's
be
a fucking,
secretive
you
through
need
builds,
a,
right?
Yeah,
You're not gonna know his.
Yeah, I won't know what he's doing, and in order to see how he's building out his car, you'd have to watch his channel to see what I'm building and how my car's gonna look. You have to watch mine, and then we'll combine and have a race to see
that shit is fire, bro.
who built the better car.
I mean, you can literally pitch that type of idea to Velocity. All these shows about building cars. So that shit.
You know, and that's the crazy thing is Kelley had a vision for this, and we've been talking about it for a while.
Yeah, it's been a year-long thing that we've been slowly breaking down until we figured out exactly how to start it.
You know, and she decided one day to pitch this idea to people involved in the automotive community, and someone that is actually very influential. Shout out Manas Auto Works.
Yeah.
They believe on Kelley's vision, and they pretty much sponsoring our first build. Is the ability that Kelley have to explain her vision. That helped. I could have never done that. Walk into a shop and say, hey, look, I have this idea. By the way, the channel doesn't exist, but I promise you that if you believe in this, I'll make it work.
Congratulations.
And I gotta tell you.
So she's the brains.
She's the brains.
You just hold the camera.
She's
That's it, bro.
always been the brains.
Stay holding the camera. Stay holding the camera. She's the brains, bro. But we wish her success, for real. That was dope. Yeah. That was dope. Just hold the camera. You're good. She got the ideas. You got it. But we also got the Peig family. What up, though?
That's my in-laws.
Yes, it is. So this is where I was very. Let me tell you something. When I was doing this podcast, when the idea came to my mind, I got to talk to them because because I know the Kelley family, y'all doing your thing. How did you guys get involved and created your own channel, successful in the channel, funny as fuck? Well, how everything happened for you guys? Because I mean, you guys did it first.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So how did you guys get involved?
Well, they've always tried to push us into it for a long time because we're always at each other, or we're what you see on our channel is
what it is.
Daily life.
Is what it is. Yes.
I don't even have to be oh, we got to do this or that. No, I just record our life.
Correct.
So it's not no work towards it. So, Tati was getting big on their page and stuff, and she kept pushing. My daughter kept pushing, Mom, just do it. Just do. Yeah. You guys are funny. Just film our family. So I said, fuck it, let's do it.
Let's do it. That is so
dope.
And
the first page got because they were no, it's a child and all that. So I was
it was a struggle.
Yeah, so that one got banned, whatever.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, I saw.
They were almost at 100,000, both of them, but we always create a family channel.
And it's crazy because I saw you guys' page get banned, and I was like, oh my god.
Oh wait, you got banned?
So the very first one that they created.
Almost at
Over what though?
I thought it was just Tati's page.
Yeah.
But it was obviously monitored by, and it said it in the bio, monitored by Mom. But they still didn't care, and it's crazy because a lot of people on TikTok, there's some kids that have their own pages that is managed by mom that they're allowed to. But I just think like
and that first account,
it was
it was spiking.
I mean, like 60,000 followers, like
within like a
within
week.
a day,
it was just going.
Yeah, it was
and
going.
Gabby was like, "Mom, just do a family page. You guys are funny. Like, just film our life. Period."
Like they're a big part on our page, so it's like they're like, "Oh my gosh, I love them," you know. So I was like, "You guys need to create your own page," and especially I'm trying to retire my parents, so what?
That's
you know?
it.
There you go.
But I'm like, yes, for real, 100%.
That's
what it is. That's what it is. That's what you want.
I need them. I'm like, look, I need you to be full time. Look, I hate this whole I work during the week.
It's cheaper than daycare. Cheaper than daycare.
Yeah.
But that is so dope because like you put your family to eat.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? From what you guys do. I feel like
for
that is amazing. So like I was always struck by that. I was like, wow, they had their family on that. You know, it's just amazing, dog. So what are the plans? What are you guys trying to do now?
Yeah,
like,
where's the future going?
Well, we have our YouTube channel. So we're in the works of starting these longer videos that we're gonna start putting on our YouTube.
Yes.
What's the name of the YouTube channel?
It's the Peig family. So we try to keep it so that way we can be searched on all platforms.
Correct.
Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, TikTok. It's all the Peig family.
Yeah.
There's not many Peigs out there.
Correct.
So
you guys are the first I've ever heard
For
of.
real.
And it's not Peig.
That's why I even asked because I thought it was Peig. I was like, is it Peig?
No, listen, it gets butchered, especially in the military. Especially, I heard like all variations of it. So
they're like, I got a silent G. That one is Peig. You know what I mean?
Wow.
But that is so dope, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'll tell you, bro, like being a man, like the way that you are, you're mad open because he be putting you on some silly situations, bro. And I'll be like, when y'all did the stilts, I was like, he's doing stilts too.
No, listen.
The secret to this
That was crazy.
is when he came into the family, he was like,
he was real quiet. And here's
we were
the thing.
joking.
Wait, what? Who?
We were always joking around.
I will
We had
explain.
to bring him out of his shell.
Very quiet because I've noticed like
It takes him a bit to
No,
warm up.
I've noticed this trip. Like I've hung out with him before, but this trip, like I've noticed that like he needs his moment to like self-center and like let me focus on me, and like he backs away. And I noticed I'm like, well, leave him alone. Yeah. But then he can be funny and he can be outgoing, but at the same time, he's very like to himself.
You guys will also know why, a big reason to that too. And a little,
Here's something about Jay is what you guys see. There's no real convincing with it. You know what I'm saying? So Jay's like a younger version of myself. You know, he's got the energy that I barely have now.
Yeah, but that you had at one point.
How long did it take for me to say yes to the stilts?
No, it didn't take
It was instant. It's like, yo,
was
like, get some stilts for Halloween.
like-
Let's go. We started practicing. And so
I think it's always been in him, but when he met us, he's probably like not so used to us being that crazy because, you know, his family's just very like
low key.
Yeah, I come from like very strict, like
So when
like
he
this,
came with us, he was like, "What?"
the
And
joking
Tati was
around,
crazy.
you know,
Tati was
cussing
jumping
in
on
front
her.
of each other. I wasn't really, you know, used to
that
type of
stuff.
shit, You know, so I was just to myself, you know, keep to myself in my shell.
And I was roasting him, and
Yeah.
he's like, this.
So you guys brought all of that out.
Yeah.
Yes.
That is so
And
lit.
I love
his true self comes out, came out,
Like, he
and
could
it's
be
like
himself.
he has to really be like super close, like very comfortable to show his true self, and that's just who he is. And I feel like he didn't show that real side of him, especially like with me, he showed it right away when that's why we like obviously
we connected.
But like in public or whatever, like if you start to know like the background of his story, because so many people wonder like, you know, about his other family and this and that, you know, so it's more for you to talk about, honestly, why you are the way you are.
He's like, "Don't call me out."
You're like, I didn't even want to talk about it.
Yeah, but it's like, I think it's because a lot of people question, so I always tell him, I'm like, you know, you need to talk about it, you know, because I ignore the comments and stuff. And
JB crying at night.
But
sometimes I'm a shy person. I'm a little sensitive.
But it's pretty dope that, you know, you guys brought, or ironic, right? You guys brought that out of him, and then they create this amazing platform.
And
then they bring
you
you guys into that.
Yes.
And it's like,
it's
We're
been,
just close.
It's been pretty exciting. You know what I'm saying? It's given the opportunities for us to expand what we already have done, and that's just have fun, right? It's been pretty cool to come out here where we're at now. You know what I mean? We would come out here, but it wouldn't be to something like this.
Yes, 100%.
So it allows the experience has been pretty awesome, and I'm pretty excited because I know, Tatiana, she's a character.
Yes. Yes.
And now she's got the exposure. I think something big.
Well, it gives them the liberty to, and that's what I found. Like, cause like when I was growing up in Puerto Rico, like I was in TV in Puerto Rico doing stuff. You know what I'm saying? And so, but moving from there to the States, it shut me down because I didn't know English. I didn't have no friends. Like, and that, and I was 10. And I think it's a very crucial point at that age when you take somebody, a young kid that has his friends, that has his connections, you bring them here, and all of a sudden, it's a culture shock. Yeah. And I used to be bullied. So all of that creativity on my head that I used to love, it stopped. Mm-hmm. And I think that now, like having these social media platforms and stuff like that, it kind of, I was very happy, like, oh my God, I get to do what I love again. Yes. And with somebody like her, she's so young, 12 years old, and be able to have this opportunity to do what I didn't have this shit at 12.
Well, it gives our kids a chance to evolve and to be themselves, where they need to be, and the room to kind of grow. And what I've noticed, and I've been a pleasure of being around you guys, is the relationship between Blanca and Gabby reminds me a lot of the relationship I have with Aracelis. So being around that is just a pleasure to watch. It's something special, and I hope everybody gets to experience that.
That's right. All right, that's the side. The Kelley family, baby. Yeah. Now let's head on over to, we already seen them. They was talking to Kelley family. Yeah. Let's get it.
Let's go.
I love it, bro. Like the whole, when I heard about you guys, it was through the Ortiz. Because you guys flew over there, and then I started kind of looking at your channel like, yo, this shit is mad funny, yo.
Yeah.
And not for nothing, you could twerk your ass off, dog. I'm like, dang, this dude, what?
Baby got
I really don't know how I know how to twerk so good.
You never practice. You never
I played football, right? I worked out a lot. And then I developed a fat ass, right?
Yeah.
Like I just was like,
is that what you call it? Is that what you call it?
Yeah. How's your workout routine?
So he actually hates
every
time he works out, he's like, man, Gabby, I hate doing squats, even though it's like good for me. He's like, cause my ass gets fat.
Bro, my jeans, my waist size is small. I have to get bigger sizes because of my thighs and all of that. So I'm loose around the waist. Thighs is
I'm not even mad. I'm impressed.
Wait.
I'm impressed.
So is it true that you went to the doctors and was like, doctor, can you give me a reverse BBL?
Bro, I was telling Gabby was like, look, I'm gonna get it. If she was talking about getting the BBL, I was like, bro, you just have mine.
He was like, can they just do the fat transfer from my ass?
Yeah. From his ass to your ass.
I was like, I don't want your fat.
I gotta tell you this, I've been watching you twerk even way before I met you.
Whoa. Wait. Diddy party.
Hey, Kelley, control your man.
I'll be like, Kelley, look.
He's using the user profile.
It's so funny because everyone, he gets messages too. They're just like, hey, you could teach
like a twerking class.
They literally ask for money. Like they literally
30-minute twerk.
You know what? You want something now?
Everybody wants to see him. Tati's birthday party. Her friends were like, "Can you twerk? Twerk on this video."
Everybody.
There's more to him than the twerk.
Correct.
Yeah. Like, why I gotta be the twerk guy? Why can't I be the scooter guy that fell on the scooter? I want to be the scooter guy.
Apparently, I guess they want to say that my husband goes the other way because he twerks. But for everybody who's watching on this podcast, obviously he's not
correct.
He does this for fun, and I just feel like so many people keep saying when is he gonna come out? And it's like, I'm sorry that he knows how to twerk better than you. Like, what the heck?
And I feel like people that's one thing about it's crazy. Like people on social media are on social media and then when you do something on social media, they want to judge you for like a 3 seconds, 1 minute video, whatever. And it's like, how are you gonna judge me off that?
You don't know me. Like, you don't
Correct.
really know us. We only like literally show you what we allow you to see. Like, that's literally what every creator says.
And I feel like people want our lifestyle and they don't know what we have to go through in this lifestyle. Like every backlash, every words that we have to see. When we first started, I would read the comments and be like, take the video down, take it down. Like I can't deal with. I could not deal with it. Like it was very hard, and I got to the point that I'm like, I don't care. I don't care what you say. I don't care what you think of me. Like it is what it is. It's either made up or it's 5 seconds that you see of me, and that's not who I really am. Like I am not that person that I might be a bitch to you because I am. I really am. I am a bitch. I'm not gonna deny that.
He hasn't answered that question yet. Well, you gonna answer that? You're gonna answer that question?
But I have a really big heart. It's just I have a really big heart.
Blink twice.
Blink twice. Yeah. She has a big heart.
But it's like a misunderstanding of people wanting this and they don't know what comes with this territory. Like the other day somebody's like, oh, get a job. But this is a real job. If I have to pay taxes, if I have to do all the if I have to pay taxes and if I, get paid, it's not my fault that we're good at something. I'm not good at nursing. I'm not good at being a doctor. I'm not good at being, whatever. Like you are, but I'm not. But I can be good at this and be myself and show the world who we are, and we get paid for it.
And people don't realize how much work this is. If people saw the behind the scenes right now and saw how many cameras are set up and how long it took to set this up and how long it takes to edit and learn the skills to do everything.
Then they would give up. Or people that try, I'm like, I'm gonna become a social media influencer. They try and then it doesn't do anything. I give up.
They don't realize it's not a job. Like just try it. Just try it for like a month or a week, and then.
But they don't try long enough. They give up before, and they're like, it's not working. They don't realize how long we all had to put in
and how long we went without getting paid.
When we first started, I was still active duty, right? And you know the schedules. You know the schedules that we have. I was a platoon sergeant. You know those schedules, right?
Your schedule was.
I will come home. I will leave the house. I will drive about 45 to an hour to work. I will come home late evening. We will film whatever ideas she had. And back then, nobody was watching this stuff. Nobody was watching our videos. And we were just filming, and we will post 2 to 3 videos a day. And we did that for like a year straight. It sucked. But, like I said earlier, when Kelley has a vision, she's not gonna stop. And we stayed at it. And all it takes is one video, Because the fact of how hard you work and the little bit of luck that is necessary, you just gotta stay at it until the luck hits you. And when it hits you, that's when you don't quit.
That's right. To add on that, I think that's why it's important that I see each and every one of you, and I'm seeing you off camera as well, and it's clear that you love what you guys are doing. And when you're doing it because you love it, then it doesn't matter if you only get a few views or if nobody's looking at all, because
it's passion.
You're just doing it because you love it, and the byproduct will eventually come.
I think also because we're an older crowd, we don't really care about the views as much. And
we all care about the views.
Of course.
I mean, we care, but at the same time, we're gonna still freaking post it and we're gonna leave it because at the end of the day, it's our job.
The video we did in it last night, right? Yeah. I've been saying, okay, if it does good, it's a great video. But if it doesn't do good, I'm not gonna be surprised because this is how social media is. Yeah. You're gonna.
But here's the thing: when we have 10 followers, we were posting like we had 1 million. No, I'm serious.
But I always tell people you gotta expect the best. You prepare for the worst. When you do your social media, you gotta do it like you're the best at it, because it's the only way you're gonna get. You have to put your mentality there and work. Your heart has to work there. But my mind is already there. but my passion, my work, my heart, all the stuff. It's like when we used to do PT back then. You had to do a 3 mile. I was like, my mind was like, I can't fucking wait. I can see myself after this shit, just like, whatever, but drinking water. But I gotta go. I gotta pace myself. I gotta work. I gotta get there. I knew where I needed to go, but it's gonna take work and dedication and pace. And I feel like when you do social media, that's the same way it is. You gotta continue and push and push. You might not get the results you want at the moment, and obviously that's gonna come a lot of. Did I do it right? We were talking about this the other day. Did I do this right? Did I do it? Could I do it better? Of course, you learn, but you continue to keep going. But with that being said, I just want to introduce the Ortiz family right quick. But I definitely want to, number one, I want to congratulate you guys, because I am going to say you probably got the best video out of this trip out of all of us.
Oh, yes.
At least on my mind. You guys got the, but listen, no, just the look, the way, the feel of the video of the theater, the shit. And congratulations to you guys, bro. Yeah. And I've seen I was so
Oscar thought about this. What, like?
No, I didn't hear.
Wow. Not a year.
No. When you send the pictures, I remember when you send the pictures of the cabin.
That's when I started thinking.
He had told me that, bro, I got a dope idea for the theater room, and I was like, word. We didn't talk about it.
I still think we need to do the presentation for the next trip in there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's the video.
Yeah, have you seen that?
Which one?
Where people they present the next family trip, and it's like a full presentation. And since this is our second,
You see it in movies sometimes.
our second trip.
That is good.
What's that movie? The couples retreat.
Yeah, and
that's
then you have to give a presentation. So every couple gives a presentation of where they think the next trip will need to be, and then we all have to vote. And when I saw the movie theater room, I was like, we have to do a presentation skit of all of us.
Keep this to yourself. That's a great
It's in the girls chat.
I'm not in the girls' chat.
That's the problem. Why didn't we? Listen, I didn't know we were going to the adventure park yesterday because somebody does not communicate.
He didn't say shit either.
The boys' chat did not make it out.
Why do you think I was so confused when you all started going out there and you're like, yeah, this is what we're doing?
Oh, yeah.
He didn't say anything.
I had no idea.
Yeah, Kelley was like, hey, we're going here. I was like, oh yeah, I know about it. And she looked at me like,
Because we had no idea. And we're like, what's going on?
Okay, I have to be honest. I do not plan anything in my house.
Yeah, please don't text him if
Don't
you guys
text
have
me about
plans. He will
planning
not tell
anything.
anybody and figure it out.
Like I said, I just live here. I work here.
That's the one. That's the one that does it.
No.
Yep.
But I was telling Oscar yesterday, we were kind of like talking after all of that stuff, and I said, bro, you killed it on like your reactions to the video. You did not waste one fucking second on how to react to it, and it just sold the every scene so well. How he was like it was, and I was like, I love it because you are so quick on your feet and this stuff, and Kat, your editing
Is on point. Yeah.
fucking point. Like your angles. And I remember at one point, maybe about a year ago, you was like, I want to be able to do like, you were looking at our stuff, how I was shooting, and you were like, I want to be like.
I think I've learned a lot. I admire you a lot. I've never told you, but I admire you a lot. Like your concept of editing and like everything that you have done. I've always told Oscar, I'm like, oh my God, I need to learn from Jimmy. I need to learn from you. And I also learned from another influencer friend of ours a lot.
We just met.
We met last year, and I've gathered like all the information that I was able to obtain and like put it in our stuff. And I've noticed that our
This is like the thing about like hooking up with each other. Like if we can help each other out, like, that's the point of all this.
That's what I was gonna say.
Some people like hold back, and that's the part where like, damn, like
Too many people.
And that's immediately just a hater.
it's like that's like the people you don't want in your circle. I mean, you try to keep people in your circle, but then eventually it just doesn't work out.
Yeah.
And you just but this right here is like what we got going on so far. This is the second time. So we've already planned this since October, and we're here. And we're planning the next one. And we've been sharing information. We've been having a great time. Like, it's a great time. And then, then we dedicate one day, obviously, for filming.
Yeah, I feel like this industry is very greedy. It's a very greedy industry. And I don't understand why when we're all in the same industry and we all can learn or get resources or anything from this
You can't find any of this online. Like, you need to, it's word of mouth.
Exactly.
If you don't tell anybody, then, like,
And
these companies are the ones that are winning, not us.
A lot of people
Yeah.
are very greedy, and I've noticed it. Like being in this industry, like you will be very surprised what you see out there. And I hate that. Like I don't understand why you can't be humble.
What I don't understand about that point is that everybody, it's not like we all have a piece of the pie that we like have to hold to ourselves. Everybody can get the same views. It's not like a business competition where if people are going to your place, they're not going to come to you. Yeah. Like we can all get those views. So why is it so competitive?
So I'll share something with you. I shared with Tatiana I said, you have to look at our page, like a TV channel.
Correct.
Because
100%.
television, network television, and cable is going away. Even sports, events are being broadcasted on platforms like Peacock and stuff. Netflix is going to start coming out with another sporting event, I think, as well. But we are each our own TV channel and unique in our own ways. That there is no competition really in this field. However, a lot of people feel like there is competition. People watch us because we're unique. There's something about our page that is unique that neither one of you have. And same for each and every one of you.
100%.
You guys have something. 100%.
Well, that's the thing. And that's why he's saying, like, there's no competition. The only competition that we have is ourselves. Can I be better than
no
yesterday?
need to be greedy.
Why can I get? Because at the end of the day, we are offering a different flavor.
And we are all unique.
Which is why it's so great when we get together, because it's so... I love that about this group, and I'm sure other groups have it too, but we're so collaborative. So when one person is working on a clip, we're not afraid to be like, hey, what about you? How about we refilm it and do it this way?
Yes.
Or
Yes.
let's try this angle. And so it's like somebody brings the idea and it becomes a whole different clip by the end because of everybody's input, and it makes it that much better.
That is the definition of collaboration, right? You're collaborating, you're sharing ideas. I remember when we first started, we didn't understand anything. We had no idea.
It was hard to find information, and everybody kept it.
Yeah, but I'm sure at every point you start.
Thing is, like, if you make it to the top, right? Do you really want to be standing there at the top saying you made it with nobody else around you? Or would you rather bring your friends with you and be able to like experience and enjoy everything that you just got to do? Like, it's no fun to be able to be like, oh yeah, look at all these things I accomplished, and you look around and you have nobody to share it with.
I have to point these guys out because they were the first couple that we ever worked with. We were stranded in St. Helens, Oregon, blowing up. We didn't know what we were doing. Yeah, and they came down and were like, hey, we want to make sure that you guys are monetizing the shit out of what's going on in your life right now. You don't realize what's going on, but we see it. And we didn't. Like, we're just doing our thing. We had the brewery at the time.
Oh my God, no. When we went to talk to them, she was literally back there making drinks, and I was just sitting there, and in the middle of her bartending, when she wasn't, like, she had a second, I would say something, and then a drink order would come in, and I'd wait. And then I'd talk again.
Really though?
Yeah, because we were in our busiest season of the year when they came down. So I'm like making cocktails, listening, and I'm also managing. So employees are coming in, like telling me problems. I'm like,
and it's not like we had all the knowledge, but we felt that we needed to share the little bit that we, because if you compare the knowledge that we have now to back then when we first met. But
talk about that. If we knew the knowledge we have now back then.
Gosh.
oh goodness.
Oh yeah.
No, because you know what I knew was going to happen with them? Because I got to tell you, these guys were hot back then.
I wish we still were.
You are doing okay. I tell you that right now. You are doing good.
But we didn't know, they came there like, you guys.
Under a mill. It was right when the Gangsta's Paradise had just started to take off, and I was like, Luis, we need to go hit them up. Like, they're in Oregon, they're right by us. Like, they're getting insane views, but they work a regular job. Let's go down there and talk to them and stuff and see what they know.
Because we got taken advantage of, and we're like, we gotta make sure
within the first few months of us,
we knew what was gonna happen.
We got screwed by a management company.
We didn't know that you could do ads.
Yeah.
And
call
you guys
them out.
brought that
Call
up.
them out. No, I'm just kidding. Sorry.
Who did that?
Who did it?
We knew what was gonna happen. We knew that brands were gonna see them, and they were gonna start sharpening their nails.
Oh yeah.
And coming in, and they were gonna be like, hey, I'll give you $50 for a video. You know,
And it was happening. It was starting to happen. Yeah.
$75.
We were talking about
The first one you did it was
Our first collab
$75?
was $75.
Wow.
Our first collaboration was with the Kelly family, and they were
We
under us.
drove 3 hours for them.
They were under us, and when I met Gabby filled me with so much information. She never gave heat. And every time I've seen Gabby, are you doing this? Are you doing that? Are you doing this? You should do, like, recently, she's like, you need to do LTK. And
You know what's crazy is that, like,
This was, like,
because
pandemic.
she came to me, she's like, yeah, like, she was getting these $100 deals. Mind you, she had, like, more followers than me at the time. And I was like, girl, I'm getting like $500 deals. Mind you, it's so low. But I was like, girl, you charge way more than what we're getting, you know?
And have a management team.
And then that's when we told them, and we eventually got a manager.
got a
And we
management
told
team.
them the first time we got a manager, y'all need to get a manager. And I remember Oscar was like, no, I don't need no manager.
Yeah, that's skeptical.
You know what? You know what's funny about that day? You guys were our first collab, right?
Yes.
That same day, remember the couple that I met, the two.
Oh yeah, there was a gay couple there at the park that went up to Oscar.
And they followed us, right?
I think so.
That's the same lady I pranked G-Man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We met her when we met them.
You know what's
That's
crazy?
crazy,
We
the
were
connection.
watching you guys. I was watching you guys before you even had 100,000 followers.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Really?
Yes.
You guys were watching us when we were there?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yo, I was excited to
That
even
was
have
the-
10,000 followers.
Yeah, that was
Like,
on
that's
400 days, baby.
Thank you so much for tuning in to the part 1. Make sure you go check out part 2 with the Kelley family. We love you. Thank you.